Hey everybody, Scott here. Just wanted to touch base. I told you I'd get you out a video update. Excited here as we get closer and closer to our Simple Success Steps training, our video training class that will be starting on this coming Sunday, July 7th. We're going to do a live webinar kickoff at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And we're going to be showing you 4 simple video trainings that are going to lead you, I believe, to new levels of success. So I just wanted to take a short minute this morning, probably about 5 or 10 minutes, and run through just some of the updates as we prepare to launch. Like I said, we'll be doing our launch webinar. And that's going to be just kind of an overview. You're going to probably be able to get a lot of information before we even release our 4-step training. But what the procedure will be is 8 o'clock Eastern Time this coming Sunday, July 7 at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. We'll jump on Zoom and I will do an introduction live webinar. And then on Monday, the first video class will be released to you. A link will be sent to my list that have registered. Then on Tuesday, video training number 2, Wednesday number 3, and then Thursday, finally, the final video. I recommend you watch them over and over. Make sure you save them on your computer so that you have access to them, or put them in a folder so you don't lose them. Feel free to share those with your team. Do not post in any public domain. The property belongs to me. There's disclaimers you'll see on all of the videos, so you are not permitted to post them over on passive community, nowhere on a public domain, nowhere without any express condition in any public format or blog. You must have my express approval to do so. All right, so we're going to talk. I wasn't going to put this out there until training video number 3 when we go into the actual steps of using this emailing system. But we know that one of the things that people are asking over and over is, how do I get started if I don't have a list or don't have leads? Okay, we're going to show you a lot of free methods of developing leads and how to acquire them. And they will take more time, and it will be a lot more than 15 or 20 minutes a day if you're serious, because list building takes time. But many of you said, can I buy some database from you? And yes, but I have gone through this weekend and I fully scrubbed the remaining good database. I don't make any guarantees of any levels of success you're going to have, but I spent $169 to fully scrub and verify this genealogy that I have left. I have only 120,000 that are scrubbed. That is going to be sold in 24 packages of 5,000 email addresses, and you can expect to get about 90 to 95% bounce back free, which means they will be good email. They may not be ever open, because remember, these genealogy lists are between 1 and 2 years old. So a lot of people have multiple email addresses. I know I probably have 5 Gmail addresses. I only check 2 on a semi-regular basis, so I'm not saying that it means that when I say 5 or 10 or 20%, bounce backs are where you send out a list and then you get a bounce back that says this email address is no longer valid. Sometimes they bounce back when you put links into them, but in this training, you're going to see that the first email, which is the main one, is not going to have any names of companies. I'm going to try to watch the wording that we use. We're learning that from Ash. It's very important, because our goal when we do this process each day is to get as many of the initial offer, non-spam offer, into those inboxes as possible. So I'm going to show you in a second what normal lead providers, they normally charge for good leads, verified leads, if you can find them. I only have one broker, and I've been using him for the last 2 or 3 years, and I would not recommend anybody else. He charges between 12 and 20 cents based on the freshness of the data. And as you can see here, I'm not in the lead business. I'm not trying to make a living. I've got tens of thousands. I'm talking maybe 100 grand over the last 15 years in different databases. But unfortunately, after about 3 to 5 years, they're just mostly dead list, and it takes too much work for too little reward. And even though I don't represent any sort of numbers, you might get 3 people that register for OnPassive or whatever you want to advertise. I'm going to be gearing my marketing letters that I use, because that's all I do. I don't do it anymore now that I've stepped back because of my eyes and my medical. But over the last year, all I've been marketing for, per se, pretty much 90%, has been for OnPassive. So that's the examples, but you can use these. You'll just need to reformat them a little bit. I'll have some examples that will be attachments to the training, like 4 or 5 non-spams that I use, and then a couple of the secondary email when they request information, and I'm going to be teaching you that. But I want to make sure the data you get is as clean as possible, and so I only have 24, so it's first come, first serve. When they're sold, and when they're gone. And I will give you a direct affiliate link that I use with my guy. He's happy to help you. He's very fair. He's very honest, and you'll never find the type of data. I'm not saying you have to use the link, but I suggest it. If you're going to go out and try to find, you can find 1 or 2 cent leads out there, but you're going to get 70 to 80% oversold, old, non-deliverable email, and you're going to be kicking yourself because you'll spend, $100, $200, $500, and you're going to have junk data. That's all you're going to have. Because the average lead broker, believe me, I've been doing this for a long time. I have been buying leads for over 25 years, databases, okay? And you're going to be terribly disappointed. So you get what you pay for. I'm selling my leads to you for 5 cents. I'll give you an example. Here is my guy selling a brand new list. He just got it. Says, don't buy a dirty list. He validates just like I did this weekend. He uses a company called Real Validation, and you can validate your leads. It's very expensive. I did a list of about 200,000, and I spent $359 to scrub it. And I got rid of about 80,000 bad emails. That give you a great example. But here is Shopping Sherlock. It went out of business. He's selling his entire database of 7,800 names, emails, and phone numbers. Look at the price, $649. Do the math on that, and that's just under 12.5 cents each. So he's selling his for about 250% more than I'm releasing these 120,000. 5,000, you're going to get 5,000 emails. You're not going to get any names or phone numbers. You're going to get an Excel file in a CSV format that will be attached to your email, and you can see $250 for 5,000. Here he's selling just a 2,800 more for 3 times as much virtually. So that's just example to show you the kind of deal that we are doing, okay? So, so remember, these 5,000 emails will have a tremendous deliverability. That means they'll get to an inbox. That does not guarantee that they will get open, but it's the first 24 people that PayPal me $250. You can also use Facebook Messenger Pay if you're familiar and you have your bank account set up and linked to your Messenger. You can PayPal me. Just follow the things on your homepage where it says send money, and then it's going to ask you for my PayPal address. You can find me if I'm a friend, but my PayPal address, I should probably put that, or my Messenger. If you want to use Messenger and you can't find me, then send me a friend request or an email, and I'll send you my Facebook address so you can find me, my Facebook link, and then you can add me as a friend, and I'll go ahead and approve you. But PayPal is the preferred, but it is not It is not my regular business email address. It is S. Nelson. It's in blue right there, snelson48@msn.com. Just make sure you select friends and family option and not products, merchandise, and services, because they will then charge me, the receiving vendor, 3.5%. And I'm sorry, I love you guys, but I'm not going to pay the extra 3.5%, and I will return your payment, or I will send you an email and tell you how much 3.5% is, and you'll have to resend them. But if the first 24 payments that are made and in my PayPal address or through Messenger, that's it. These leads will be gone. So this is for the people that are saying, what do? I want to start fast. That 5,000 should last you. When you go through my training, you'll see I'm going to teach you to do about 200 to 300 a day maximum. I'm going to show you how to do it so you get them delivered, small amounts. I'm going to show you to be very cautious. So that's all going to be covered in the training. So that should last you 20 to 30 days, that first list. And that's pretty cheap for the type of results I anticipate you're going to get. Remember, first 24 people that respond are the ones that are going to get it. Make sure you select friends and family, and do not put any comments in the memo box, because that will flag PayPal. They don't want anything to do with MLMs or network marketing people, okay? So no comments in the comment box. Make sure you send it to snelson48@msn. Do not send any e-checks. They have a way that if you try to go in there and link it directly from ACH in your bank, if you aren't careful and read all of the comments before you click send, if it comes to me in an e-check, it takes 5 to 7 business days for that to clear. And I'm sorry, I'm not a credit broker. I need to receive payment. Once I receive payment, it's going to be an email back to you. Make sure you send me an email. Let me know what email address and tell me I've sent my payment so I can find it. And once I find it and I see the email address, I will send you an attachment to that email. It will be a Excel file with 5,000 email addresses attached. All you have to do is open it up, save it to your computer so you have a record. Make sure you don't lose it so you can access it. Remember, that database will be good for at least the next 5 years, 3 to 5 years, and you don't have to just think you can use it once. You can use it. When I was emailing 500 a day, that was 3,500 a week. I was sending 15, 20,000 emails every month. I would resend to that list about every 45 days. And if it was a new opportunity or a new product you're marketing, you could do it the next day. It's not going to be a one-time use. That's why data is so expensive. If it's good data, you're really, really blessed. Keep in mind that if they sell out, which they probably will today, and I run out, I will give you my personal affiliate link for my provider in training number 3. So you'll have that. If you need it earlier and you want to get your database ahead of time, just send me an email before Wednesday and tell me that if my database is gone, please send me the link. Then you can go in and set up your own account, and you'll have access to anything that he sells, okay? So if you do not have a list and you want small databases now, this is an offer for you. If you are out of money, you can't do it, I'm sorry. I just want to make this offer, this initial offer. But keep in mind, I'm going to be teaching a couple, 3 different ways, giving you examples on how to build your list that will only require sweat equity that you can do for free. That will be covered in lesson 3 and 4. Don't forget, this Sunday, set it aside, July 7th, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock, set up your account. It's free over on zoom.us. I will send a registration link so you can get registered. You'll have that by tomorrow or Wednesday. I think I only have 100 seats that can actually be on video, but there will be phone numbers in all, well, not every country in the world, but most, where you can call in and dial live. You may have to use a cell phone. I don't know if you can call in on Skype or WhatsApp, but you can try that. But you'll be able to at least hear. But obviously, I'd recommend jumping on the webinar, registering, jumping on there about 7:45 Eastern Time in the U.S. That's Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. on Sunday night, and get on there early because those 100 seats are going to go quick. If you have any questions between now and then, send those questions only, not any payments. Payments go to snelson48@msn.com. Questions go to my business, ScottCarlNelson@gmail. Okay, have a great Independence Day. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Remember, we have family coming on Wednesday afternoon, so I will be out of touch Wednesday until Sunday after 12 Pacific. And then remember, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, we go live with our training webinar. Okay, thanks. Have a great day.